Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be building, but I'm going to be picking all of my materials blindfolded, so let's get started. How this is going to work is I am going to be picking 2 materials blindfolded from each of these 4 categories: building blocks, colored blocks, natural blocks, and functional blocks. This should be interesting. Hopefully I get a decent palette of blocks to work with. So let's get picking the first block. So here we go. In building blocks, we are going to scroll up and down and pick something. I landed on nothing. I landed on my hotbar. Let's try this again. I always tend to go towards the top or the bottom of the screen, so let's go here. Reinforced deep slate. That is an interesting choice of block. Now for my second item, we're going to be scrolling up and down again, and again I'm doing this blindfolded. And we have chiseled deep slate. So that's a very interesting thing I'm going to get to build with. Now for colored blocks, we're going to scroll up and down and just stop right here, and then green beds. That is interesting. I guess it counts though, because technically I can build with it. For my second item from the colored blocks category, I have nothing because I'm all the way up here. So let's try that again. Light blue concrete. So for natural blocks, scrolling up and down, and I got cobwebs. This is gonna be an interesting build, let me tell you what. So now we need to scroll up and down again, and twisting vines. Ooh, okay. So I've kind of got a blue-green color scheme. We're kind of going dark. I probably should get rid of this lightning before it burns down my whole world. Anyways, with that slight disturbance out of the way, I'm going to be picking 2 materials from functional blocks as well. So hopefully I get some lighting. Up and down, up and down. I get note blocks. Okay, that could be interesting. Let's see, one last item, please be good. A painting. You know what? I can actually work with that. I honestly kind of have an idea already of what I want to do. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. At first, when I started building, I started with the outline for the main room, I guess you could say. It originally was a lot more square than the finished product turned out to be, because I made the main room before deciding how to place the towers. And when I built the towers, they just looked so off and so different than the main room. So I decided to make it a little bit more curved in order to not clash with the towers as much. When it came to the inside, I wasn't sure what to build really, because I had so few items to build anything with, let alone a complex interior. I attempted to build a throne over on the one side because, again, this is being themed off of a castle or a fortress. It turned out nothing like how I wanted it to. It looks nothing like a throne, let me just tell you that. I would have loved to have used slabs or stairs or any other blocks to really give it the shape and texture that I was going for. I decided to utilize the green beds on the other side of the build. I probably could have done more to the bed area. I decided to build some stairs going up to the larger tower that I built, and I'm surprised with how good it turned out because I had to use blocks instead of the obvious answer, stairs. Normally when I build staircases that are made out of only blocks, they look super chunky and awkward, so I was very surprised with how well this one turned out. Here is the finished product of the build. I honestly think it turned out really good, especially for saying the blocks I had to work with. I'm very happy that all the colored blocks I got were either blue or green, because that really helped when building. It would have been very bad to get colors like red and yellow and then have to make them work even though they do not match. Going on inside, here's the interior of the build. I know that it's not great. I honestly think I could have done better, but here's what it looks like. I decided to use the painting that I got to line the walls. As you can see, I don't really know how much I love this. It was kind of a last minute thought, not gonna lie. I kind of forgot that I had the painting to build with for the majority of the build, but I think it turned out pretty decent. For saying, again, I had like 8 blocks to work with and none of them were really related to each other. Here's the throne I was trying to build that I mentioned. Use your imagination because it looks nothing like a throne. Over on this side, I have the bed area. Again, it's quite simple. Probably could have done more, but here is the staircase that I built that, again, I think looks really good even though I only used blocks. Up here you can see I used cobwebs to decorate the corners of the tower's roof. And you can see I did the same thing over on this side as well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.